Alright, let's welcome you to the Madiba official channel. It's time for the Madiba official show. I am Madiba and I'm coming your way with the latest edition of the Madiba official show. So please, if you've not already subscribed to this channel, please kindly do us a favor by subscribing to this channel. Please click the subscribe button over there and make sure that you turn on. Please click on the subscribe button. Thank you for subscribing. Now, report that we gathered earlier on this channel was that how the folk were talking with Prosper Narteh Ogum, the former gaffer for the Porcupine Warriors, their arch rivals. And we are going to give you 5 reasons why we think that will be a good appointment. So in case how the folk is able to appoint Prosper Narteh Ogum as their head coach, these are our reasons why we think the appointment will be a match made from heaven. First and foremost, the pedigree of the coach. Now, Prosper Narteh Ogum has been a manager for some time now in the Ghana Premier League. But for the past 3 seasons, he has become a mainstay in the league and has become an elite manager. He first and foremost guided a youthful Wava side to the top 4 of the Ghana Premier League. Even at some point in time, most of his key players were sold, but he was able to hold his own and make sure that he brought the team that we know them for nurturing talent into the top 4 of the Ghana Premier League. And the following season, when Kotoko let go of Mariano Barreto, a coach with a lot of pedigree in world football, having coached the Blasters of Ghana at some point in time in his career. With Mariano Barreto going, Kotoko was looking to appoint somebody that can get them off the finish line, because the season before they appointed Narteh Ogum, Kotoko were second, just behind Hadofok, who were the eventual winners. And he made sure that he assembled some players and made them winners of the Ghana Premier League. So this is somebody with a lot of pedigree, a lot of track record in the Ghana Premier League. So if other folk want somebody that have the know-how of the Ghana Premier League, we think Prosper Narteh Ogum ticks all the boxes, because to other folk, second is nothing. And with some board even having won them the FA Cup in 2 successive seasons, he was let go. And even the Ghana Premier League, he won it once in the 2 seasons that he stayed as the coach of other folk. But yes, still he was let go. So if they want somebody that can take them off the finish line, Prosper Narteh Ogum will be the man. Then again, point number 2. You look at the other folk players currently. There are a lot of young players in the setup. You look at Gideon Asante. You look at your Amankwa Befi. You look at all these young players that folk have assembled. And you ask yourself, which coach can do the job? And even the unknown players that they brought into the team. With Prosper Narteh Ogum, he had that track record because of the warfare system that he passed through. That's a system that brings up young players and make sure that they will give them the exposure for them to be able to go on in their career and also achieve something. So for other folks to be going in that direction, the man that we think can do the job and make sure that he can build a winning side for other folk will be Prosper Narteh Ogum. He came to Kotoko the same thing. When he was giving those 2nd and 3rd division players, he made sure he brought them together. The likes of Sharif Mohammed, who haven't tasted or who had not tasted the Ghana Premier League before, he brought him and he made sure that the likes of Mbella, who had no experience in the Ghana Premier League, and Fege Isaac Opon, he brought forth all these players with and infused them in with the old guys at the team or in the team, and he won Kotoko the Ghana Premier League. So looking at how the folk players too, they have those same players. For me, I think if they are to appoint him, he can do a good job for other folk. Point number 3. Now, with the other folk job, you need somebody that can command respect from both sides, the players and also from the management. And with Prosper Narteh Ogum, he has shown in his career as a coach in the Ghana Premier League that he is a no-nonsense type. He doesn't count out to anybody. That was one of the reasons why Kotoko let go of him. And if other folks is going for him, they might have known that that's the kind of man that he is. And for him, you cannot just fool around him. He is somebody that knows what he wants and always get it. And giving when you give him what he wants, he always give you the results that you want. So for me, I think with that respect and looking at the kind of locker room that the folk have in recent times, the players tend to prove stubborn. All the likes of Fatah Mohamed and lights are off the team. But you need somebody that can command the respect. A coach that walk in without the players asking, who is this man? Where is he coming from? Because they've seen him in the Ghana Premier League doing it numerous occasions for teams that he has managed. So now that he's coming into the team, the players will respect him and they'll be able to buy into his philosophy. Then comes our point number 4. Philosophy, style of play, identity. That's Prosper Narteh Ogum. How folk supporters were complaining at the latter stages of Samuel Bodu's stay at Folk that their coach lacked identity. They didn't see the style of play that their team were playing under Samuel Bodu because they thought that with them they needed a coach that can make sure that he will give them a clear path for them to be able to follow suit. So if they are watching their team, they'll know that this is how their team is playing. They are playing this brand of football, where a tiki-taka style of football, where they are playing the gang pressing, or they are playing the park the bars of Jose Mourinho. But under Samuel Bodu, they saw none of that one. With Zlatko Matic too, at the initial stages, we saw him possession his opponents. But for the last matches, we are yet to see that early stint of how the folk under Zlatko Matic. With Narteh Ogum, he showed it at Wafa that his style of football is the kind of football that is pleasing to the eye. The total football. Amak J, not Amak Ajua to Kofi. That's how we know Prosper Narteh Ogum. And without the folk, we think if they are to appoint him, he can give them that lost identity that they are craving. And also make sure that the club can play a brand of football that the supporters would like to see. And also troop to the stadium to watch. Last season with Kotoko, a Kotoko team that had lacked that identity under Mariano Barreto. He came in, he assembled the players, made them play a brand of football that even as a neutral, you sit down and you just have to enjoy the kind of football that the Pokum Prime Warriors were playing. So with Prosper Narteh Ogum, you will see that brand of football, that identity, that style, that philosophy. You will see everything in the play of Prosper Narteh Ogum. The last part is success. A club like Folk cannot go that long without trophy again. Folk went about 11 years without winning any trophy. Not the FA Cup, not the Premier League, not any trophy. Apart from those unknown little trophies that they pick here and there, they were not winning the major ones. In came Samuel Bodu and bam, he gave them about 3 or 4 trophies in his little stay at the helm of affairs of Folk. Now they've tasted success this season, and as Zlatko Matic already they're out of the FA Cup. It means 1 trophy is gone. Then in the Ghana Premier League, although the point between them and the top team, that's Ebena Stars, is not all that huge, about 3 or 4 points. That's separating the 2 clubs. But you kind of wonder whether the folk can win the Ghana Premier League because the FA Cup, as I said earlier on, is gone. They were eliminated by Dreams FC, a team that the folk eliminated last season and root into them winning the FA Cup. But this season, they are out already. And they want to taste success again with some Prosper Narteh Ogum. Prosper Narteh Ogum. He has tasted success. He has seen it with Kotoko. And I think with the kind of experience that he has gained also from his stint with the Black Stars in the World Cup and also with the Chan in the Chan tournament, it can be able to help him again because experience, they say, is the best teacher. He tasted success with Kotoko, with Wafa. I know measuring success with Wafa is different from Kotoko and other folk. But Kotoko, from week 13 or so, he led the Ghana Premier League till the 34th league fixture. That Kotoko eventually went on to win the Ghana Premier League. So these are the 5 things that we think, reasons why we think if other folk is to appoint Prosper Narteh Ogum, he can be a success at Folk. Let us know your thoughts on this video. Thank you for always taking and staying with us. Adios, gracias, muchas. May the Lord Almighty be with us all. Thank you. Bye-bye.